Hello, so in this video we're going to start our group by clause. Okay, so in group by clause, in group by clause, so when we will use it, whenever we want to group the record, at that time we'll go for group by clause. Now, and based on your group by expression or call, means suppose I want to find out how many employees I have in a department. So what I'll do, here by the question only we got to understand we need to group our department, and then we have to count the employees, right? So at that time we'll go for a group by clause. Okay, and group by expression or group by column means based on what column you want to do a group. If I do a select department number count of employee, okay, I want to do a count of employee. So what it is, this is my group by expression or column. Based on this I want to do a count of employee. Okay, so this line means this is what this line means. Okay, now coming to a second point, we can pass multiple arguments in a group by clause. Okay, you can do a select department number, job, and then count of ename. What this will do, now in this query what it is doing, it is grouping the department, then it is counting the employees, right? Now what it will do, based on both the columns it will do a count of employee. So second point is also clear, that we can pass multiple arguments in group by clause. Now this is the syntax you have to keep in mind. So this is in square bracket, which is means it is not mandate. Without using this where clause also group by will work. So what is the order of execution? Let's see. So first the from clause will execute, then if where clause is present it will execute the where clause, then it will execute the group clause, then it will execute the select clause. Okay, now so this is the syntax. Now whenever we are using a group by clause in select clause, we have to pass group by expression or group by function. So this is it. So whenever you want to use, whenever you are using a group by clause, so whenever we are using this group by clause, we have to use the same group by expression or same column in the select clause. Okay, now if you want to do a department number and count of employee, but in the group clause you are passing a job, it will throw you an error because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, now so this point is clear. Now group by clause executes row by row. Okay, we'll get to understand later on this point. Now after group by clause, whichever clause will execute, it will execute group by group. Okay, this also, actually this point in the next video when I'll start with having, we'll get to understand why this is saying. So this is not mandatory, this is not important to keep in mind. You just keep in mind whatever column or group by expression you are using here, you have to use it in the group by clause as well, or else it will throw you an error. Okay, now let me explain you. So if I execute this select query, okay, so first thing what will happen, first from clause will execute. For from clause, what it will do, it will go to the database and check does your EMP is present in the DB. So this is my DB, yeah. So it will say yeah, yes, EMP is present in your DB. Now coming to once it said yes, it will bring this table to the execution part. Okay. Now it brought your EMP table, complete table with all the records into the execution part. Okay. Now in execution part, your other two clauses or three clauses will work. Now suppose if I have a second clause here, which is a where. Right now I don't have it. If I have it, what it would do? It would first filter the records. Okay. Since I don't have it, so my second clause will be group by, right? Now what we'll do? Now in this table, the execution part will see that in my query, okay, I don't have a where clause. Now I have a group by clause. So what it will do? It will start grouping. It will start grouping. Okay. The second part, it will start grouping. Okay. Now in your start grouping, how it will be, now it will say how should I group it. It says based on department number. So okay, based on department number I'll do a grouping. So you will start grouping based on what? Based on department number. Now it will see, okay, I have three okay, I have four department number here. So what it will do, it will give you a four department number: 10, 20, 30, 40. It has given you, it has grouped you based on the department. Okay, so first you'll have all the department 10 records, then you have all the department 20 records, then you'll have all the department 30 records. Like that, it has grouped this particular table in the execution part. Okay, now coming to our step 3, right? Step 3, what it is? Select clause. It will execute the select clause. Okay, this is your step 3. Now in select clause, what all things we have? The in output, it will compute like this. So it will say, okay, my select clause has two columns. One is department number and second is max column. Okay, max column. Since we doesn't have an alias, so it will give you output like this only. The column name would be department number and max sal only. Okay, now what it will do, select will see, okay, department number you want, okay, fine. Now I can see, a aggregated aggregated column, right? So okay, now I have a aggregated column, and based on what I have to group it, based on department number I have to group it. Okay, so what it will do, what is now it will check what is the aggregated column I have. So it will say max. Okay, max of what, which column it want. It will say sal column I want. Okay, now what it will do, it will first group all the department 10 records and give you a value here. Now it will group all the 20 department record and give a value, not value, max of cell. So what is the max of cell in department 10? Can you see here? This is department 10, and yeah, two values, two records you have in a department cell. So what is the maximum value in 2450 and 7000? So you'll get a record here as a 7000. Now it will go for 20. So 20 here, here, and here. In all these four records, which is the maximum? This 20 has 800, this has 3000, this has 3000, and this 20 has 3000. So here you will get a value as a 3000. Now it will come to department 30. So department 30 here, here, and here. Okay. So in these rows records, how many? What is the maximum value you can see here? With 5000. So you'll get the highest value in department 30 is a 5000. Then it will check for department number 40. So in 40, how many records we have? Only one record we have. So it will give you an output as a 6500. So this will be your output table. So this is how your group by works. Okay. Now if I pass two columns here along with department number, I want to pass a job also. So based on these two columns, it will uh, do a grouping, and then it will find a maximum salary. Okay. Okay. So this is it, and let's do in the SQL plus how we'll get an answer. Let's see it. Okay. So let's see how our group by works. Okay, so select department number, comma, I want max of sal from EMP. Okay, group by department number. So can you see we got three records here. Let's see for this commission column, because it has null values, how it will work. If I do a count of commission from EMP group by department number. So can you see in department 30 we have 4 commissions, and in department 20 we have 0, 0, 20 and 10, 0, 0. So if I want to calculate department wise how many employees I have, so what I'll do use a group by, and I'll count a employee. So can you see in my department 30 it has 6 employees, 20 has 5, 10 has 3. And suppose I want to see job department wise and job wise how many employee I have. So can you see? So when you use two parameters in the select clause before MRF, in group by clause also you have to use the same parameter in the same manner. Even if you don't use in a or else it will give you an error. So what it is doing, it is grouping, it is doing a count of employee based on department number as well as job. So by satisfying both the things, it is doing a counting of employee names. Okay, so this is how your group by works. And as you can see, it is not counting null values. As we know, in MRF it won't count. Here it is not counting null values. As we know, in MRF MRF won't count null values. So yeah, uh, as we move on, I'll give you more questions. Try it on your own, and if you have any doubt, please let me know. So this is what your group by does. So yeah, that's all for the group buy. And if you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. And I hope you're making note. And also in the description, I have given you a few questions. Please try all these questions on your own and try and execute in the SQL Plus. And if you have any doubt regarding any question, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much.